Welcome back to another edition of Noise Pollution, where we say shit that will either make you really mad or really happy. And today we're going to be talking about uh well, okay, not attacking. We're just telling the truth or our opinions in the least. When we have a right to our opinions, don't we? Well,
Yes.
according to some, we don't, but fuck those people, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic Four ending leak confirmed, and it's even worse. Even worse than what? That's oddly worded, but okay. Credit to YouTube Doomcock, who's writing in. Oh, what a name! What a name! The second source happens to be YouTube Grace Randolph. Yeah, actually, Doomcock is a very popular streamer. Doomcock oh, that just sounds fun. Previously said the following test screens Marvel decided to hold emergency reshoots to change the ending. So I take it the ending he is leaked is the latest, the one after they reshot it. I take it it's that way. YouTube said the ending involves Sue Storm, the female Silver Surfer, and Galactus. Doomcock said the fans in the test screening didn't like it. So, yeah, okay. Because even worse, that's what they meant. I guess what they reshot it to was even worse. It's a little vague and confusing there, but let's continue. The YouTuber said the ending involves Sue Storm, the female Silver Surfer, which why'd they even do that? And Galactus. No telling what they'll have him doing. Doomcock said the fans in the test screening didn't like it. This syncs up with what Grace Rudolph said in a recent video posted after Doomcock's first video. She said, which Grace is a she, said a recent test screening saw the fans vocal after it ended. While Rudolph said the fans didn't boo, they basically did. As Rudolph said, they were shouting mid, which is what these little... Okay, try not to insult people. This is what these younger people do. Instead of going boo, they go mid. But okay, I don't want to... I'm going to piss off everybody. Okay. So Doomcock said the end of the Fantastic Four involves Sue Storm and the female Silver Surfer. Apparently, they are either battling or having a discussion. Wait, there's a difference with women? No, but really. Which causes the female Silver... Damn, if I can talk. Which causes the female Silver Surfer to turn on Galactus. Oh, two women talk, and they turn on the man.
That doesn't even make good sense.
Okay, there's the old adage that you never let your women talk, because then they get together and they gang up against the men, and then suddenly, like say they go home with their respective men and they give their men hell, right?
Yeah.
Or it's like, okay, it's just us girls and it's a girls' night out, and then they'll tell them what happens. But the adage is all the same, right? It sounds like that to me. Yes, there's a picture of the female Silver Surfer, which, not despite it being female, it looks very badly done, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Doomcock also added in a new video, the end of Fantastic Four involves the female Silver Surfer made to look like a hero. See, the Silver Surfer is the herald of Galactus, which finds planets for him to devour. So, not exactly a hero. We'll get into it. He says that when she rebels against Galactus, she uses some sort of doomsday device as she pulls out some sort of cube-like object and presses it into the chest of Galactus. A la Transformers, something similar way in Transformers, which not only kills Galactus, but destroys the Earth and the universe. So it destroys everything, not just Galactus, but everything. That doesn't sound hero-like to me, but, it's like, I'm going to kill the universe to stop, to save the Invisible Woman, right? Kind of sounds like that.
Yeah.
The Fantastic Four then escape, having failed at saving anyone. Fantastic. And don't even stop Galactus. Fantastic. as it was the female Silver Surfer where I was told she dies, so apparently sacrifices herself. I think I read an update on that where she actually lives. The Silver Surfer female actually lives and travels with them. However, in the comics, Reed Richards stops Galactus by threatening him with the ultimate nullifier, a device capable of erasing entire universes. Galactus punishes the Silver Surfer by trapping him on Earth. Yes, that's the way it happened in the comics. So they're drastically changing it. So we see the MCU turns things and changes everything to take away credit from the dudes. Surprise. Fantastic.
Um, I have questions.
Yes, this is the update I was speaking of. Marvel showed off a scene at CCXP Mexico described as Sue Storm goes into labor on the team's spaceship while the Silver Surfer chases them, trying to capture the baby. To escape, Reed tells Ben to head into a black hole, which, as you might have guessed it, leads into the main MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, which the Avengers and everything else is in. So suddenly they're from this, I don't know, 1960s setting, and then now they're in where everybody else is in. Which means they're going to make. First of all, it didn't go that way in the comics whatsoever. They didn't like magically appear from the '60s or whatever, and the surfer was not female. But which means they're going to make this canon as far as the cinematic universe goes. So, what's your question?
Okay, so they're saying that the women save everything. Basically, that's their point. They're trying to make.
Yes, Button
But
destroys
in
the Earth and the entire universe.
yeah, so okay, my question is, how the hell are they saving a damn thing?
They're
They
not.
didn't save nothing. They destroyed every damn thing.
Yeah, and they're like, yay women, yay feminism. They destroy the universe to save their own asses after they turned on a big man.
I mean, all they're doing is painting women as selfish, narcissistic bitches.
Yeah, that's the impression I came away with as well.
I mean, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but that's what they're doing, you know?
Yeah, well, for these people who pander so hard to these leftist feminism and so on ways, it really blinds them to logic and morality in most cases. I mean, yes, you have people in these communities in these ideologies who perfectly mean well and they don't want to hurt a person, of course. But the ones who are far into it, they kind of lose morality and they lose logic and they justify everything they think and feel. They find a way to justify it.
Well, to me, all this all this is saying is that women are illogical and incapable of abstract thought, and they will destroy every damn thing.
Yeah, an entire reality, a universe, possibly a dimension. I don't know if the power is just limited to that physical universe or the entire dimension, but whatever the case, they're able to somehow go through a black hole, I guess, while she's giving birth to save their own asses while taking out everything that ever was in what they're escaping.
Well, that's bullshit.
Yay, feminism.
It's bullshit because it's just bullshit all the way around.
Okay. The Fantastic Four First Steps hits theaters on July the 25th, 2025. Too late for
Oh,
reshoots. Okay, look, already this movie is showing every sign that it's going to be a massive hit. And I might could overlook a lot, but that scene and the way they described it and the gender swapped Silver Surfer absolutely kills it for me. if it weren't for those two things, I'd watch it and be like, hey, this might not be so bad. You know, I could get into this a little bit.
Yeah.
But knowing these things, it's an absolute no from me.
Yeah, I don't think I could watch it either. I mean,
From me
knowing,
and for me, no.
yeah, I don't think I could watch it either, knowing the ending and how absurd it is. It's just ridiculous. None of that makes any sense.
Well, it does kind of fit with the way people kind of do in this day and age.
True.
That's the way a good many of them think and the way they react.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
A lack of morality and a lack of logic, but they justify it through and through. So, everybody out there, give us your thoughts on this. I found this interesting. I hope you will as well. Leave your comments and thoughts, and I would say questions, but I don't know if you really have questions on this. But whatever the case, we're out. Till next time. Later.